More morning, anytime. This is the Kissin' Country Chris, Jack, and Matt podcast.
Does our city stink?
There was a post on Reddit a couple weeks ago. This guy said, "Why does Edmonton smell so bad?" He says, "Wherever I go, every time it rains, the city smells awful." Said, especially on the east side where the refineries are, it just stinks.
Yeah.
Have you noticed this?
Now, here's a hot take. People in Sherwood Park have always been battling a smell.
Yeah.
There's something about being close to the refineries.
The refineries definitely have there's a smell there.
Yeah, and the running joke at my high school is that we're all going to get cancer from the football practice, and it smells like dog food.
Yeah.
In Sherwood Park, thanks to refineries. I also think different parts of the city have a different smell.
Right.
Like White Ave has a distinct, like, booze and sadness at times.
Depending on the day.
Yeah. West End has this weird vibe smell, like near West End.
Uh-huh.
It smells like concrete and construction.
Okay.
South Side smells the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially
Where
in
do
the
you
river.
live, Matt?
South Side. Also, somebody pointed out in this Reddit thread that the humidity actually does amplify.
Oh, for
The
sure.
smell.
Rain brings the smells out.
Oh, yeah.
And there's the farms in the city too, right? And I feel like that contributes to the smell.
Oh, you go
Like
down, what is that?
Lansdowne.
Near the U of A
Yes.
farm?
The U of A
Yeah.
farms.
That is a stinky road right there.
Yeah.
That road
It
stinks.
smells like money is what it smells like. But
You would say that.
drove out to Thorsby yesterday, and on the way out there, when the canola gets wet after it's been swathed, it kind of has a kind of almost like a somebody farted smell to it too. So, but I don't know. I haven't noticed the smells in the city. But you're right. The refinery, I guess, a little bit. But you say different areas of the city have different smells.
For sure. I would say where Jack lives smells like money
Yeah.
The way I like it.
and
It
privilege.
is. I feel like in the early mornings, there is a smell. Definitely.
Yeah.
But during the day, I don't notice.
I think we get nose blind. As
Yeah,
that one commercial
exactly.
says.
To our
Yeah,
own city.
it's much like when you go into somebody's house for the first time and you smell their
Yeah.
house. Like if you've not been to the city in a long time and you roll down your window on the way in after a rain,
Okay.
there's definitely a smell to this place.
Okay. Do us a favor. Take a deep breath. Maybe if you're driving right now, unroll your window and take a deep breath and a good smell. And
Report back.
And tell us what you think of the smells.
I do like people texting where the worst smell in the city is. Worst smell, underpass Yellowhead and 97th Street. Smells like rotting something. Oh, I get that.
Yeah, Yellowhead. Eee.
Like 110th Street and 37th Ave, where I turn left to get on Calgary Trail, there is a sewer that, like, literally, it smells so bad.
All right. Where's your worst smell in the city, or what is your thoughts on this? You can text us at 103939, or as always, call us 780-421-1039.
This is the Kissin' Country Chris, Jack, and Matt podcast.
We're talking about the smelly parts of the city. Does the city stink? And the texts are coming in at 103939.
Yes, this text says, worst smell is Clairview. You can always smell the dump.
Oh, the wind goes the right way.
Yeah.
You can smell that dump. And as somebody, my mom works at the dump.
Mm-hmm.
There's good dump days and there's bad dump days. There's the thing called the tip floor, it's called. That's where most garbage goes. And they
Okay.
tip it on there and then it gets pushed into these things that eventually get sorted.
Right.
A big stinky day at the tip floor, you can smell that. Whew. And it just
Hot
sticks
day.
to your clothes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a good smell in the city. This text says, the best is by the lumber yard on the south side. It always
yes.
smells like freshly cut pine.
Oh, that smells good.
Another vote for the south side.
Uh-huh.
I work in Atchison Business Park. They opened a dog food factory last year. Strong smell of dog food most of the day.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
People say that about Mourneville, too.
Mourneville, too. They got a dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You talk about good smells. I remember when the radio station used to be downtown, and this was many years ago, and I used to go for a run every day, and I'd run by what I thought was the Safeway, kind of in what was Oliver Square, whatever they call it now. But anyway, I thought, man, that it smells like baking bread. It smells so fantastic. But it was actually Molson. It was the beer that smelled so good.
of course.
Yeah. So I don't know if Labatt's here on the south side smells good.
There is a nail salon on the south side that's right beside a Subway, and it smells so good.
Smells like a Subway.
I've had so much Subway sometimes that bread smell could be a little nauseating. Though.
Yeah.
What? Are you for real?
Well, it's like I used to work at Edo, Yeah. You love that smell of teriyaki when you walk by Nito in the food court?
Yeah.
But I went home smelling like teriyaki, and it's just like, no, thanks.
I feel like that'd be your dream.
There's been times when my vehicle has just permanently smelled like, just the new car smell. Mine smells like Subway.
You don't need the little tree.
Yeah.
You just have a 12-incher.
My family's like, really?
Yeah, there's no hiding that.
Yeah.
Smells like Subway, and the steering wheel feels like Subway.
This is the Kissin' Country Chris, Jack, and Matt podcast.
Hopefully had a great weekend. Got a chance to do what you wanted to do. The Elks game, the weather came around. It turned out to be an absolute beautiful late afternoon and evening for football. Not so beautiful as far as the score goes. Teams struggling at home for some strange reason. They played both their road games have been just great, but they've played, they just haven't been able to put her together at home. So anyway, they got another game coming up on Saturday. Hopefully they can turn it around. We had a get-together. We talked about this on Friday about this time at our house just for the radio announcers of the station, and it was the first time that we've gotten together. It was just an outdoor thing, and it was a lot of fun.
It's been years.
Yeah, it is. It's been a lot of years. So, no, it was good. And we talked about the fact that Matt was giving me the heads up that he wasn't staying long because he's got kids. And he can't stay long because they got to go to bed. And I understand that. But as it turned out, Matt ended up staying till like 9:30, which is like...
impressive.
It was the first to leave, but still pretty good.
Yeah, still pretty good. But there was some exciting things that happened. For example, Jack's there. Bobby, her husband, is working out of town. And so you come rolling in with your two kids, and there's just a lot going on.
We come with a lot of luggage.
And you bring your dog. There's just a lot going on. So between the four of you, there's a lot going on, and you finally get a chance to make plates for I'll let you tell the story from there.
Well, sure. It was a barbecue. It was dinner time, and so the girls are hungry, and I thought, okay, this is great. I'll make them some hot dogs, and we'll be on our way. We'll be set for dinner. So we put the care and attention into the buns, and they get everything that they want. They wanted some pasta salad. They wanted some potatoes. Fine. We got everything. They were just about to sit down. We're at the fire. The girls are behaving. It was great. And just as I'm about to sit down, Chloe, your dog, attacks and takes the hot dogs.
It was
so fast.
There was a lab torpedo out of tube 1.
I could not believe how fast
And
she
I've
ate
told you
and got
about
those
this.
hot dogs.
She's got this serious problem.
I thought you were just joking, like, oh yeah, dogs like food. Yeah, we get it. No, she was on a mission.
At this time, she'd been inside for probably a half hour, 45 minutes. I think somebody went to the washroom. And it was just like, release the house. And there was lots of people with plates of food.
Yeah.
But she just happened to redline to Jack.
She knew I had my hands full. Like, there was nothing. I had no choice.
You could not stop her.
No choice. No say in this matter.
I felt so bad. And Karen felt worse. She's just like, poor Jack. She's trying to be a great mom and make this all happen. And she's got her food for her kids. And then the dog just...
There was a little bit of peer pressure, too. Once Chloe literally de-skinned the hot dog from the bun and then wolfed it down like in one bite.
Yeah.
Cactus and Honey, two other dogs there, were getting up their remains. Cactus had a bun. Honey's eating pasta salad. Every dog took advantage.
The good news was that there was nothing left.
Clean plate.
Didn't have to clean up.
Yeah.
And we just did round 2, and the girls are fine.
Oh, my God. And we've talked about this before. The terrible
Your
things.
kids, they're just like, what just happened?
We had no idea what just happened before our eyes.
I know. I feel really bad. And then there's a funny thing. Matt brought his dog, too. And then, as I understand it, I wasn't there, so I didn't witness this myself. But Matt and his family got in their vehicle, and you almost forgot your dog.
Yeah, my dog's so low-key and, like, afraid.
He's so quiet and calm.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, we forgot Datcha. Randy comes like, you forgot your dog. Like, thank you, Randy. Oh, my.
How would you like to be Matt's dog? Like, seriously.
Oh, I don't want to be a bother. As Chloe's just...
This is the Kissin' Country Chris, Jack, and Matt podcast.
Jack, we just got a text from Sherwood Park. You got to read it.
All right. A text out 103939. It says, oh my God, your dog is exactly like my dog, Jersey. The other day, my son put his chocolate muffin up high as we were aware of his food motivation. However, he looked back and it was gone. Not a crumb to be found, which when he questioned himself as to whether or not he actually took the muffin, I grabbed the big food eater and smelled his breath. Yep, I could smell chocolate. Chocolate is dangerous, so here comes a hydrogen peroxide. Within 30 seconds, there came the chocolate muffin. This is the best part. It was completely as it was out on the tray. Paper still wrapped perfectly on the bottom. The only difference was the shape. It now looked like a tube muffin. That comes from Terry.
Reminds me when my dog ate that full potato straight out of the oven.
hot potato, literally hot
Or
potato.
my brother's dog, or my brother-in-law's dog, they ate the cigarettes.
Tell us more, Matt.
The cigarette dog was jacked.
This is the Kissin' Country Chris, Jack, and Matt podcast.
We're talking about strange and unusual, I guess regular food that your dogs eat.
The human food that your dog can't get enough of. This text comes in. My dog loves Kraft dinner.
Kraft
I think
dinner.
every dog would like Kraft dinner. You spill it on a floor.
Here, pasta. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
My boxer loves liver just like his mommy.
Really?
Gross.
What about this one? My mom started giving the dog Brita filtered water, and now he won't drink tap water anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Can you imagine having to wait for the filtered water to feed it to your dog?
For your dog.
Our dog Lacey would not actually drink the water out of the taps. Like the some of it went through the iron filter and stuff like that. Some of it didn't. She would not drink the stuff that didn't. So
She knew the difference.
She could tell. Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, you could see the difference. Literally.
Oh, got it.
That water ain't pretty.
This is the Kissin' Country Chris, Jack, and Matt podcast.
We got on the subject of, it started with my dog Chloe at a radio station party we had in the backyard. And Chloe was in the house because she cannot be trusted out. As soon as the food comes out, you got to put her away.
And you've talked about it before, and we were
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, all dogs like food.
Yeah. And I know what happened. I went in the house and I said, we'll keep Chloe in. And then Honey, my daughter's dog, bolted out. And so then Bailey went to get Honey, and then Chloe got out, and then Chloe just went straight for Jack's kids and their hot dogs.
And she got him.
And she got those hot dogs.
She
good.
was quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
She loves that people food. So that's our subject about the strange and unusual people food your dogs eat.
A text at 103939. My nephew's chihuahuas go crazy for watermelon.
Watermelon, yeah.
There's nothing bad in watermelon. Fill their boots, man.
Crystal texts in and says, my sister's cat loves carrots and potatoes, not cooked, just raw. I don't have a dog, but this cat is strange. I also had a cat that went nuts for watermelon, cucumbers, and bananas.
I think stranger than a dog that likes human food, because they all do, but a cat who goes nuts for it.
Yeah,
It's just
very
weird.
true.
For raw potatoes.
Will
My
that
dog-
hurt a cat?
This text just came in. My dog loves cinnamon hearts. I mean, they would smell delicious.
Oh, can you imagine eating a bunch of those? Ooh.
Hi, I got a story about a dog for you guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
So when I was a kid, we had a border collie named Roxy, and every time I would go to hockey or football practice or even baseball, Roxy would jump up on the counters and rip open the bread bag and eat all the bread.
Yeah.
Not the bag, nothing else, just the bread. And when we started hiding the bread, she'd then jump up and eat the butter.
She's like, I can adapt.
I mean, they complement each other so well.
She was making a statement to us. And then I think the worst one, though, we came home. She'd gotten into the pantry
Yeah.
and had eaten the peanut butter.
Oh, no.
So we started
Ooh.
making her, because dogs love peanut butter, so we started making her little peanut butter sandwiches, and she loved them.
Yeah. You certainly taught that dog.
What if, dog, I told you we could put all three of these together?
If you can't beat them, join them.
That's right.
So,
This is the Kissin' Country Chris, Jack, and Matt podcast.
The world is pretty much self-destructing in front of our eyes, so we're just going to talk about pets.
Yeah.
And eating
Makes you
food.
happy.
It's just,
Weird
Don't
pets.
go outside today. Just watch your dog or cat eat
just
somewhere.
don't think about the reality of the world and all of this
I
stupidity.
read a thing
Good
about solar
call.
flares ending us all too, so that we got that happening.
Here's
as well.
hoping. Okay. But anyway, let's talk about animals and the strange things that they eat.
Paula texted and said, I had a dog growing up that absolutely loved spaghetti.
Okay.
An Italiano breed.
Yeah, just like Lady in the Trap.
We have a cat that goes crazy for Frosted Flakes.
Well, I mean, distant cousin to the cat is the tiger. So
All
Right.
right. Tony the Tiger.
Okay, that makes
Lori
sense.
texted and says, my mini Dachshunds love lettuce. When they hear the fridge vegetable drawer open, they go nuts.
Lettuce.
wiener dogs are the weirdest dogs, so they love to swim too.
They
Yeah.
do?
Yeah, we have a friend who's got a wiener dog, and that dog loves to swim.
Do wiener dogs love hot dogs?
They're dogs, of course they do. What a
Yeah.
silly question. Of
I
course
don't
they
know.
would.
I'm just wondering. It'd be
Bad memories? I don't
Ironic. I don't know.
Bad
Yeah.
memories of what? Being birthed from a hot dog?
I don't know.
Lots of pets loving lettuce. There is tons of texts coming in, including this one from Christy that says, my sister's French bulldog eats a head of lettuce.
But they know the best type of lettuce, which is romaine. Iceberg's trash.
You know, we have a French bulldog in our life, our little Honey, our grand puppy that's living with us. Their teeth are so, like, they can't, I'm surprised they could even get through a head of lettuce. Because
have you ever seen a French bulldog's teeth? Are they even in there?
I don't know. But I mean, I've seen her like chew on a piece of watermelon for about a half an hour. So I don't know how the heck you'd get a whole head of lettuce down. But I guess that's just,
maybe they have it chopped.
Where there's a will, there's a way, I guess.
I'll have the chopped salad, please.
You got one more for us to make us smile?
Yes, my dog will not eat cheese like most other dogs. I think it's because I used to hide her medicine in it.
Without a doubt. You've traumatized that.
You've ruined
dog.
cheese.
Okay, there you go.
This is the Kissin' Country Chris, Jack, and Matt podcast.
We had a party for the radio announcers in the backyard on Friday. Matt, when you left, you got everybody packed up, your 2 kids, your wife, everybody was all good to go, and your dog was still in the backyard.
And it was funny. I just finished having a conversation with your son about how low-key Datch is.
Yeah,
She's a great
She's
visitor.
very quiet.
Yeah, she's not doesn't go nuts like the other dogs.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Yeah.
And then I hear a voice from around the corner as I'm about to get in the driver's seat. Matt, you almost forgot your dog. The voice of God, Randy Marshall, comes around the corner. I'm like, oh, Datcha. Oh, no. She's just so like, I don't want to be a bother.
Would you guys, without that warning, would you have left without your dog?
Yes, and you would have loved it.
I would have loved it.
I had it for the whole weekend.
I love that dog.
She's a great dog.
She's a good dog.
Obviously, don't have to worry about her.
Hope never.
No, all right.
She'll be fine.
The older you get, the more you see life change and evolve and be different. And so we're attempting to try to get my daughter married, just like a lot of people right now, just trying to figure out exactly.
You sound like it's an arranged marriage. Well, we've got a husband lined up.
He wants to get married. Yes.
They're all good to go as far as getting married. It's just trying to find the timing, between the waves of COVID and things like that. So anyway, long story short, they've decided on a wedding date, and so all of a sudden they register the gift registry, which I'd heard of before, but I'd never really paid attention to until this moment because I was not normally the person that was buying the gifts for people. Shocking, I know. Normally I'm in the middle of all this stuff, but anyway, and now I'm this is so weird. It's like Renato, her fiance. He'll come out of, because they're living with us right now. He'll come out of the den where he works, and he'll be like, "Oh my gosh, we just got the KitchenAid mixer," and then I'll be like, "What? You got already, and you don't even have it yet?" And he'll even know sometimes who got it for him, and I'll be like, "What? This is like so weird."
There's no element of surprise anymore.
Nothing.
Is there not a way you could block this? Yeah, I mean, you could just go ahead and not look.
I think you can. But it's the strangest thing. So they know, in some cases, they know what they're getting. They know who they've got it from, and then it sometimes will arrive at our house before the wedding or anything.
That's the thing. You go to the wedding empty-handed because you've already sent your gift to their house.
I just can't believe it. It's shocking to me that this sort of thing happens.
Now, back in the day, Chris, did you do the registry where you
No, we needed everything. Like, honestly, and I'm not joking. We were 20 years old. We were moving into our house as soon as we got married, and we needed absolutely everything. It just didn't matter. But we did get a lot of duplicates for sure back then. But I mean, that was back in 1992. So I don't know, would there have been a registry in 92? There wouldn't have been online, obviously not.
Pen and paper, old school.
Internet, right? So
maybe the guns? I don't know. But yeah, it would have been. Yeah, there would have been registries.
What do you mean the guns?
Where you go and you barcodes.
It's the best thing ever.
Oh, okay.
You go and you scan all the barcodes of everything that you want on your registry.
So I was like, we didn't get any guns for our wedding.
Oh, yeah, no, not those guns.
You stock at Guns and Ammo for Chris.
It's probably not a smart idea.
All right, so Jack, you're the one that's involved in this. Do you love registries or what?
I do. If a couple has a registry, it makes me so happy because you're getting what they want. But this is actually new for me, too. It's been probably the last 4 or 5 weddings where they have this online registry and it just gets sent to their house. Like, you just don't. I'm used to, going to Crate and Barrel, picking it up, bringing it to the wedding.
But that is less of a hassle for everybody, though, right? If it gets bought, sent, doesn't have to take it to the wedding. That's another thing that they have to haul.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it kind of feels weird going to a wedding with, nothing in your hands.
Bring an envelope full of cash. Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
I guess. Matt, do you have any take on registries?
I ruined my wife's registry day.
How?
because she's like, let's go to Crate and Barrel.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm like, okay, how long are we going to be? She's like, I don't know. Next thing you know, we're signing up for a registry. And I'm like,
you were super hungover, weren't you?
Oh, just so hungover. I'm like, I did not sign up to be in Crate and Barrel for 4 hours. And like, I was so grumpy. And like a couple days later, we were the least happy couple ever at a registry. The ladies were like, this is never going to last. I was such a jerk.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, this is so stupid. We don't need that. And she's just like angry gunning everything.
Not just to defend you, but 4 hours though?
It was a long time. It wasn't, I over-exaggerated. I don't know if you've met me before.
Okay.
And we got like 3 things off the registry. Thank you, Jack, for
You're
one
welcome.
of them. I was just like, we just want cash. What are we doing?
Somebody just texted, and I've wondered about this. Gone are the days of the gift opening after the reception or the next day.
Yes, that's
that's a
right.
huge part of what we've always done. The gift opening is like, it's a huge kind of a part of this, but you're right. There
No more.
There will be, I guess. There'll still be some people that aren't involved in this registry. Hocus pocus.
Yeah, I mean, we opened ours by ourselves in our living room. We had a brunch for everybody after the wedding.
Yeah,
We didn't open gifts.
I don't recall that brunch. Do you, Jack? Or?
No,
All
we
right.
definitely
It was
were
for
not
only
invited.
immediate family.
This is the Kissin' Country Chris, Jack, and Matt podcast.
Yeah, talking about the way things have changed with gift registries and the fact that you can now see sometimes who bought you a gift, what you got before the wedding or
There's no
shower or
surprise.
whatever even happens. Yes.
This text at 103939. In the Middle Ages, when my husband and I were married, wedding gifts were delivered to the bride's home, and then the bride's mother hosted a, how do you say that, trousseau?
Trousseau
believe
tea.
so.
Trousseau
Yeah.
tea. The female guests of the wedding were invited to come for the afternoon tea to see the display of wedding and shower gifts. It was lovely.
There you go.
That sounds very fancy.
And all the men got together and had a Royal Reserve brunch.
Oh, did they ever?
Just as fancy.
This is the Kissin' Country Chris, Jack, and Matt podcast.
On the subject of the city and the different smells that the city gives off, right? And then it led to somebody saying that who said they were right by a Subway and they loved it.
Oh, there's a nail salon that I go to that's right beside the next door neighbor is a Subway. So it smells delicious in this nail salon.
Yeah, and I said it smells kind of like my vehicle does.
And then Chris reminded us off air about something his son said.
Yeah.
As you board his truck, he's like, Dad, it smells like Subway in here. It also feels like Subway. And I said, who eats Subway in the car? If there's anything that's terrible to eat in the car, it's a Subway sandwich.
It's a hard one, like between the sauces and the shredded lettuce.
Especially,
You even putting the thing in the seat, unwrapping it, not trying to get sauce.
especially the sub that I order because
Yeah,
I
what do you get on it?
I get the 2 sauce. I get all the veggies except
Oh,
for
what a night.
jalapenos and olives, and then I get I get mustard and sweet onion sauce, and so
Extra mayo, extra sweet onion, extra sub sauce,
it's pretty
hot
loaded,
sauce.
It's pretty loaded up. But
How do you not? You know why you can never keep a pair of jeans? Because they're all stained with Subway sauce. You see Chris driving down the road with a
But it
foot
sure
long.
smells good.
Oh yeah, that's got to be one of the worst things to eat in the car, right?
I think so. There's no neat way to eat it.
No,
Yeah, I, like anything over a cheeseburger at McDonald's gets tough. Like Big
a
Mac,
Big Mac's hard to eat.
Oh, yeah.
shredded
While
lettuce once
driving.
again, Jack.
Yeah,
It's that lettuce, the lettuce factor.
I say you sneaky hard to eat. Onion rings from A&W
Okay.
because you take a bite, they crumble all over.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
covered in.
yeah, and then you've got like just one string of onion.
And you're like, and they're so hot. They make them ready to order. You're like, hop, 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 hop. And we're going down the white mud 100 miles an hour.
You got any thoughts, Jack? What about tacos? It's on Taco Tuesday. A taco would not be the easiest
yeah,
thing to drive and eat
taco would
with.
be tough.
You get a hard shell, you're a maniac.
Or
Soft you can handle.
Sometimes bagels are hard too. Like that cream
Yeah.
cheese and yeah.
If you get in everything, your lap's full of sesame seeds.
Yeah, well, for sure. And same with your teeth.
You can share with us. What's the most difficult thing to eat while driving? 780-421-1039. You can also text us at
I love this text. He probably orders soup too with extra crackers. Imagine a bowl of soup in his hand as he's crushing the crackers in it.
Nobody can eat soup safely.
Oh, I don't think soup's a bad travel food.
What?
If you put it in a mug,
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
right? If you have like your kitchen bowl, yes, it's bad.
You shouldn't be using anything with a spoon.
Right.
Fair.
Like I've never ever.
Never every single day for
Oatmeal
years
boy.
oatmeal. You are a
I
risk.
put my oatmeal in a mug.
Ew.
So gross.
James Barker Band all over again. Kissing in the Morning with Chris Sheets, Jacqueline Sweeney.
Good morning.
Matt DeBurs.
Hey.
Hey, we're going to send that song out to Andrea, listening to us in Chetwynd, BC, celebrating her 37th birthday today. Happy birthday,
Yahoo!
Andrea.
Happy
there you
birthday.
go. And happy birthday to all the Chetwyndites that are listening.
That's right.
Or Chetwyndese.
I don't know.
I think she would.
We might get ourselves into trouble here.
You all right?
Matt, are you okay?
I like that one.
This is great radio.
That was just so unexpected, right? Sometimes it just hits you. One of Chris's weird things.
There's one a day.
Oh,
Every day has a moment worth living.
There it
crying.
was.
That was
All right. Anyway, we're talking about things you shouldn't eat while driving.
Yeah, the hardest foods to eat while you're driving. This text says, my dad did the sub all the time, but didn't get it cut. Got it wrapped so that he could keep the wrapper holding it all together. I have also seen the bowl of soup or cereal. I myself have tried the Big Mac. Epic fail. It all slid out the back.
okay. So you're saying if you got a foot long, you wouldn't cut it in half? You got a whole hand a foot long?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's like a power move.
Big time.
Don't cut it in half.
Sir, what are you going to do with this?
Ken from Lamont, how are you?
Doing a big road trip out to Irma for a tractor tire.
Oh, my gosh. Irma, that's a great place.
Hey, there is, because I found a place called Margot's that has crab Caesar salad,
Okay.
or Caesar salad with crab,
Yeah.
which is a hard food to eat while you're trying to drive because you have to use a fork.
Oh, yeah.
And there's like those,
Salad.
the plastic fork you probably get with it is just bending it.
Well, yeah, and I actually carry a steel fork in my lunchbox with me, and but then if you're not watching what you're doing, it goes right through the box. Then you're trying to shake the box off of the fork. And, yeah, no, there's a lot of foods you can't eat while you're driving.
There's nothing more comforting than going next to the trucker eating a Caesar salad on the highway.
And you know he's a professional because he's got the real fork.
Yeah. This isn't his first
We
rodeo.
wear coveralls because you try to eat a super donair with extra sauce and everything, you better be wearing a coverall.
Ken puts his coveralls on to eat. Hey, thanks for listening to the Chris, Jack, and Matt podcast. If people want to find out more about Jack, where do they got to go?
You can go at kissin_Jack, Jack, on Twitter.
What about you, Matt?
I'm Matt D. Builder on Twitter.
All right, because you're building all the time.
That's right. How about you, Chris?
Well, I'm at Chris Sheets. Everybody spells my name wrong, SCHEETZ. And don't forget about this podcast.
Yes, you can rate, review, and subscribe so you never miss a moment of all the fun we have.
If you enjoyed it, tell a friend. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Kissin' Country Chris, Jack, and Matt podcast. Listen live weekday mornings from 5 on Kissin' Country 103.9.